Hi there, we're glad you're with us tonight. Last night brought severe storms and heavy winds, leaving many people in our area without electricity.
Right now, some 1,470 people are still without electric power in Tuscaloosa. WVUA's Bradley Whittington shows you how, for some people, having electric power can mean the difference between life and death.
I ain't know what to do. I don't know.
For most people, breathing comes naturally, but some people need help, like Brenda Dunking, who's been on an oxygen machine for nearly 3 years.
It's very important. So if they have the oxygen, I can breathe. When the light goes out, I can breathe.
Now, sometime during last night's storms, these power lines here in Coker snapped in two, leaving many people without power. But for Brenda Dunking, it was more than losing power. It was losing her oxygen.
We had a resident call this morning needing assistance with her oxygen.
And within minutes, one of the only generators the Coker Volunteer Fire Department owns arrived at her door.
It means a lot. I thank God for the fire department. If it hadn't been for them, I'd probably end up passed out or died or went to the hospital one.
Dunking says she's considering buying her own generator, but it's not as easy as it might seem.
Well, we're on disability. Me and my husband, we don't get very much money, And that's a lot to come up with something like that. That costs a lot, but we don't see what we do.
And here's something you can do if you depend on life-saving medical equipment. If you make sure your power company knows about your condition, that can get you towards the top of the list when it comes to restoring power. Reporting in Coker, Bradley Whittington, WVUA News.
And Alabama Power says you should contact your local branch if you depend on a life-saving medical device. They say you will have to fill out some paperwork and have a note from your doctor saying you are on a life-saving medical machine. Now, on your home team crime watch, the manhunt continues for a triple murder suspect in Auburn. There was word last night that Desmonte Leonard was hiding inside a home in Montgomery.
That turned into a standoff which lasted for hours. Law enforcement agencies converged on a home in Montgomery after getting a tip Leonard was inside, but about 2:30 this morning, police left with no suspect. Leonard is charged in a shooting that left 3 people dead in Auburn, including 2 former Auburn University football players. Auburn Police Chief Tommy Dawson says the FBI, the U.S. Marshals, and local law enforcement agencies are working on this case. They say they will find Leonard.
My number one goal is to bring this case to a conclusion and do everything I can do in any small way it may be. I can't bring these kids back, but I can do all I can do to make the family more comfortable.
Another look now at Desmonte Leonard. There's now a $30,000 reward for information leading to his conviction. If you have information about his whereabouts, call the U.S. Marshals tip line at the number 334-223-5400.
Tuscaloosa fire officials are investigating a house fire. This happened this morning on 17th Street and 20th Avenue. Tuscaloosa fire officials told us they got the call around 9 o'clock. An initial investigation shows the fire began in a bedroom. Officials also tell us there were no injuries and that the occupants of the home were not there at the time of the fire.
A well-known ministry group visiting Tuscaloosa County is making a world of difference in one local man's life. Ricky Harbin of Tuscaloosa County is living with diabetes. In February of 2011, his leg was amputated, leaving him in a wheelchair. Harbin never had a wheelchair ramp on the front of his house, but the group World Changers is changing that by building one. World Changers officials say the ramp should be finished by Saturday. Harbin says he owes the members of World Changers a huge thank you for truly changing his world.
Just amazing that these young children give up their summer vacation to come and do something like this for somebody that needs it. It's just amazing the way the world is now today. Young kids, you can't get them to do that, but these kids have been wonderful. They hadn't stopped since they've been here.
World Changers is working on 17 residential projects throughout the Tuscaloosa area. The group will be here through Saturday. On your Health Watch tonight, a special week dedicated to men. We continue our coverage of National Men's Health Week, and today we're looking at oral cancers.
Now, those include cancers of the mouth and back of the throat. According to the National Cancer Institute, some 35,000 new cases will be diagnosed each year, and half of those cases are not diagnosed until it has spread. The experts say that African American men are at the highest risk. Vicki May, a certified nurse practitioner at the DCH Cancer Center, gives us more reasons why you should not smoke.
Are we looking at problems with increased cancer risk, but heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, makes your breath smell bad, your clothes stink. So there are just so many reasons not to consume tobacco products.
Now here's a look at what's coming up all this week as we continue our focus on National Men's Health Week. Tomorrow, prostate cancer. Thursday, low testosterone levels. And on Friday, diabetes and obesity. And we'll have health experts joining us each day with information about each of these topics on WVUA News at 5.